Nobody's coming to save us. And most of us are going to talk bad about each other behind each other's back. But I'm here to tell you tonight, every generational curse, or whatever they call that bullshit, is breakable. My grandfather didn't have a father. He dropped out of school in the 3rd grade to raise his sisters and help his mother, and worked in a lumber yard. By the time I got to 3rd grade, I already was reading at 5th grade level. By the time I got to 3rd grade, they already knew that this boy's gonna go to college because a man who was functionally illiterate got a trade. He learned how to drive a truck, and that's what he did. And he made sure his children valued education, and his grandchildren today are good people in this community. So I don't want to hear what rappers don't do no more.
Because you can fake for a long time, but one day you're going to show yourself to be a phony.
That's for true.
You know what I mean? And that's what these, a lot of people are doing these days.
So 99% of the problems that we have as black people, not just Atlanta, not just Baltimore, not just New York, not just Cali, 99% of the problem we have could be solved simply by us sticking together.
Facts. And lack of knowledge.
How do we get knowledge if we don't know them?
But this is the thing though. Like I was just in DC, right? People gotta want to know. It's always a desire to want to know. People have a lot of desire to want to know the fuck shit and the flaws about you and all that extra shit, just so they can feel a little bit better about themselves on where they put you at on the level of, oh, I'm better than you because nigga, you a fucked up person. No, everybody going through something. Right. It's just like DC got this big old mogul thing, because at first they used to be called Chocolate City, which means that was the city where all black people used to go. They got go-go music. Yep. If you don't know what go-go music do for DC, you won't ever really understand. No words, no nothing.
Groove, just thinking about it.
No words, no nothing. Let the band play. Everybody up, dancing on their feet. This is how we used to be. Yeah. So if we take a little bit of that and implement it into our lifestyle. Yeah. We from Tennessee, we from Atlanta, but we take a little bit of that. So it's like wherever everybody does, there is a level of comfort of growing and how people unify. We just have to take a little bit of that and implement it into our lives, and we'll know.
Classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism. Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
See, I'm crazy. I be thinking, yep. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now.
Life is like a gym. If you look over to the right, there will always be somebody in better shape than you. But if you look to your left, there's someone who would die to be in your position.
You mean to tell me that you're gonna be passive with your own and just put it on your story once? Are you fucking crazy, bro? I'm still promoting my album that came out in June. It's a year out, and I'm still out here like, call me if you get lost. Like, What I notice is that some of these, the younger guys and girls, they like, oh yeah, I got a song out, and they forget about it. And I'm like, no, let motherfuckers know.
Man, a lot of people are tripping about what I said about being rich and having money and stuff like that. First of all, I'm tired of having these conversations with y'all people, or what y'all think rich people should do with their money and how they should feel. Second of all, what I was saying is being broke is a mind state, and money and material things don't make you rich. Meaning, the more money you get, the more responsibilities that you have, the more bills you have to pay, the more things that you have to look out for to maintain your so-called richness. So, in the end, I have to get up and go to work every day, same way you guys do, or somebody without the same amount of money does, or I'm gonna be fucking broke, or I'm gonna be sitting on my ass. So my mind state is to wake up every day and provide for my family. Rich or broke, material things are having them not. If I don't get up and if I don't work, I'm done. So that's more or less what I'm speaking about, is being in the mind state of protecting what's yours, taking care of what's yours, no matter how much you have. That's what makes you rich, not the amount.
There's no hammer, but I'm too legit.
Oh, people that say you turned your back on the culture or
exactly 100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. We are locked up. We went from 1 and 4. We went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3, but we always pointing at the white people, but yet we want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale, and there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida, but the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's, bro, we brainwashed out here, bro. Come on, man, this is a free man.